Imagine you wake up one morning, there's no alarm, no bed, no house, just a cave. You step outside, stretch a little, and immediately remember something important. Everything wants to kill you. The wolves are faster, the bears are stronger, the mammoths are bigger. And somewhere in the distance, a giant cat with knife-sized teeth is wondering what you taste like. Not exactly an ideal living situation. Yet somehow, 50,000 years later, you're sitting comfortably watching YouTube. The mammoths are gone. The saber-toothed cats are gone. A lot of giant animals are gone. But humans are still here. It raises a very interesting question. Why didn't humans go extinct? If you looked at an early human, you probably wouldn't be very impressed. Compared to other animals, humans were kind of terrible. No claws, no fangs, no armor, no venom, no super strength. Honestly, if nature was handing out upgrades, humans got the free trial version. A lion got claws, an eagle got wings, a crocodile became a living tank. Humans got sweating. Can I speak to management? Now imagine you're dropped into the wilderness with nothing but a stick. No GPS, no phone, no supermarket, no delivery apps. Just you and several thousand things that could easily beat you in a fight. Most people wouldn't last very long. And that's exactly why early humans didn't survive alone. They survived together. A single human wasn't very dangerous. 10 humans were. 50 humans were everyone's problem. Because humans discovered one of the most overpowered abilities in nature, cooperation. A wolf pack hunts together. Ants work together. But humans took teamwork to another level. Humans could plan.
Humans could assign jobs. One person watches. One person tracks. One person throws. One person comes up with a terrible idea. But teamwork wasn't enough. Humans also developed a very strange hobby. Throwing things. A lot of things. At other things. Most animals solve problems by getting closer. Humans looked at danger and thought, what if we stayed over here instead? So they threw rocks. Then sharper rocks. Then pointier sticks. Then pointier sticks attached to longer sticks. Human history is basically a timeline of increasing laziness. The goal was always the same. Hit the dangerous thing from farther away.
Now imagine you're a mammoth. Life is good. You're 6 tons of muscle. Nothing really bothers you. Then one day you notice a group of weird, hairless creatures following you. They're tiny. They're slow. They're definitely not impressive. So you ignore them. An hour later, they're still there. 2 hours later, they're still there. 5 hours later, they're somehow still there. At this point, you're less scared and more annoyed. This brings us to one of humanity's weirdest superpowers, persistence hunting. Humans weren't the fastest animals, not even close, but humans were really good at being annoying. Many animals can sprint incredibly fast. The problem is that sprinting is exhausting. Humans evolved to walk, jog, sweat, and keep moving for extremely long periods of time, which meant if an animal ran away, humans could keep following and following and following. Eventually, the animal gets tired. Meanwhile, the humans are still showing up, like a problem that refuses to go away. But surviving wasn't just about hunting. There was another problem, night. Imagine it's dark, completely dark. No streetlights, no flashlight, no electricity. You hear a sound outside your cave. You have absolutely no idea what made it. You won't know until it gets closer. Sleep well. Fortunately, humans discovered fire, and this changed everything. Fire provided warmth, light, protection. A place for groups to gather. Most animals saw fire and immediately left. Humans saw fire and thought, we should bring this home, which was either genius or completely insane, possibly both. Cooking food turned out to be one of the greatest upgrades humans ever unlocked, because chewing raw food all day is exhausting. Cooking made food easier to eat, easier to digest, and gave humans more energy, which meant bigger brains, which meant better ideas, which eventually led to things like cities, computers, and people arguing online. A surprisingly long chain of events started with fire. But here's the real reason humans didn't go extinct, and it wasn't strength, or speed, or endurance. It was knowledge. A bear learns from experience. A wolf learns from experience. Humans learn from experience too. But humans do something different. They share information. If one human discovered a better hunting technique, everyone could learn it. If one human discovered a useful plant, everyone could learn it. If one human discovered a terrible idea, everyone could hopefully avoid it. Humans became the first species that could improve faster than evolution. Think about that. A lion today hunts roughly the same way lions hunted thousands of years ago. But humans? Humans constantly upgraded. New tools, new weapons, new ideas. Every generation inherited knowledge from the last one. Instead of starting from zero, they started from wherever the previous generation finished. And those improvements stacked. Again, and again, and again. That's why humans survived. Not because they were the strongest. They weren't. Not because they were the fastest. Definitely not.
Not because they were the toughest. Far from it. Humans survived because they could work together, share ideas, solve problems, and adapt faster than almost anything else on Earth. While other animals relied on evolution, humans started relying on innovation. And once that happened, everything changed. So if you ever feel unimpressive, remember this. Your ancestors looked at giant predators, freezing winters, dangerous diseases, massive mammoths, and a world that seemed determined to kill them, and somehow they made it through. Not with claws, not with fangs, not with armor, but with teamwork, creativity, and an absolutely unreasonable level of persistence. Which means the next time you procrastinate for 3 hours, just remember, your species conquered the planet by refusing to give up. And occasionally by following a mammoth until it got tired. Honestly, if I were the mammoth, I'd be annoyed too.